The teams right now are huddled around screens all over the country, waiting to find out where they will be placed in the bracket. Again, if you're one of the top 16 seeds, you know you get a bye in the first round. So let's dive right in. The #1 seed, no surprise, Wisconsin. Back-to-back Big Ten champions, undefeated for the first time in the regular season this year. In fact, they've only lost 3 sets all year. Remember, they were runners-up to Stanford in our last NCAA championship.
And then the #2 seed, the highest seed in program history for Kentucky. They won the conference for the 4th season in a row. They actually spent the entire spring at #3 until the final week. They had 4 matches canceled this season, and this team is ready to get playing.
The #3 seed, Minnesota. Hugh McCutcheon's Minnesota Gophers, 15-2 this year. The only 2 losses, both to Wisconsin. They also advanced to the national semifinals in our last tournament and fell to Stanford. Minnesota looking to be a force to be reckoned with.
And the #4 seed, they aren't new to this. They are true to this. This their 17th NCAA tournament appearance in a row. Big 12 champions, Texas. They're 23-1, led by Jarrett Elliott. They have 1 loss on the season. That loss comes from Rice.
And 4 wins over Baylor. And an interesting nugget about the Longhorns, if they win 3 matches in the tournament, it will be 100 match wins in the NCAA tournament.
Wow, that's a lot. That's very impressive. Yeah.
So a lot of the teams still waiting to find out where they will be and if they'll be seeded. Of course, we've just unveiled the top 4 seeds. Those seeds used to host regionals, but not now. They are the top 4 in the tournament, however. So let's keep going. The #5 seed, Nebraska. Nebraska will be playing in its home state. It's the 39th appearance for the Huskers. They are seeking their 6th NCAA title. The last time they won it was in 2017, and they are back loaded playing in front of a Nebraska crowd.
Let's get a Pac-12 team in here. The 6th seed, Washington. They actually won the Pac-12, hadn't won the conference since 2016. The #7 nationally ranked Huskies lead a pack of 5 Pac-12 teams ranked in the most recent ABCA Top 25, along with 4 other conference teams.
The #7 seed is a team you need to keep your eye on, Purdue. Purdue 12-2 over their last 14 matches. They have wins over Penn State, 2 wins over Ohio State, and a very veteran team for Dave Shondell as Purdue takes the #7 seed.
Another SEC team comes in as the 8th seed. That is Mary Wise's Florida Gators. They went 19-3 on the season, won 14 of their last 15, and actually split with Kentucky this season.
Well, one of the surprise teams when we began Big Ten play was Ohio State. Ohio State, the #9 seed, started the season 12-0, beating Penn State twice, had a win over Nebraska. It's the Buckeyes' first appearance since 2016, and they are the #9 seed.
And at #10, the team that came 2nd in the Pac-12, that is Oregon. This is tied for their highest finish ever, 13th NCAA appearances in the last 15 years.
#11, the Cinderella of our last tournament, Louisville. Louisville, the ACC champions. Of course, they upset Texas in the regional semifinals on Texas's home court. In 2019, they are 14-2 heading into this year's tournament as the #11 seed.
Another Big 12 team. Here is the Baylor Bears. If you want to see somebody fly, you got to watch this team. Yassiana Presley, the outside hitter, 4.66 kills per set. This team, 19-6 on the season, but they had 0-4 clip against Texas.
Well, the #13 seed, believe it or not, is a surprise to many people. Penn State getting the #13 seed, but the Nittany Lions won 5 in a row to end the regular season. They had a big win over Purdue that helped boost their resume. They're the only school to make every single NCAA tournament with 7 national titles.
And at the 14 seed, we got Utah. They're 13-4 on the season, 5-4 in their last 9 after having an 8-0 start. This is their 5th straight NCAA appearance, and they're led by Danny Drews, the senior outside hitter.
For the #15 seed and a bye in the first round, we go back to the Pac-12. Washington State Pac-12 has the second most teams in the field this year. Washington State has just booked its 5th straight NCAA appearance, and they come in as the number 15 seed and will enjoy that bye.
And the final, the 16th seed, holding it down for the WCC, they are BYU. 16-1 on the season. This is their 5th WCC title in the last 6 years. They've had 9 straight wins, 16 straight sets, 19 lost, second round to Utah.
So here are the 16 seeds of the NCAA Women's Volleyball Championship. Again, all 16 of these will get a first-round bye. The entire tournament being played in Omaha. Nebraska is your top seed, and they are the undefeated team right now. Really, the first time in program history they've ever run the table in the Big Ten, despite the fact they've won the last 2 Big Ten titles. So you ready to jump through the bracket?
Let's do it.
All right, this is a big occasion here. We are going to start in the top left. It will be Bowling Green, 22-1 this year. Their only loss, 5 sets to Toledo. It's their 3rd NCAA appearance. They are undefeated on the road, so that's a good thing that they're playing in Omaha. Bowling Green will be facing Weber State, the Big Sky champion, making its 2nd NCAA appearance, and the winner of that match will go on to play top-seeded Wisconsin. Moving on down, Rider making its 2nd NCAA appearance. They were the number 4 seed in the MAC tournament, but got through it. They will face UCLA, the 4-time national champion and 4-time runner-up. The Bruins and Rider will face off, and the winner of that will go on to take on BYU, the number 16 seed.
Then on the bottom part of the top left, we got Missouri, 15-7, the 3rd team in the SEC, taking on South Dakota at 12 p.m. Eastern. South Dakota has won 11 of their last 13 matches, including Denver, the 1 seed in the Summit Finals. They'll match up against the 9 seed Ohio State if they make it out of the first round. Then we have Morehead State, OVC champ. This is their 3rd NCAA appearance. They'll take on Creighton, who won the Big East, their 6th conference title in the last 7 years. The winner will face off against Florida in the second round.
Now, in the bottom left of your bracket, we will have Texas State. Texas State coming off a huge win against Baylor on Thursday. It is their first 30-win season since 1985, and they will play a debutante, Utah Valley, making its first ever NCAA appearance with a sweep in the WAC final. The winner to go on and face Nebraska. Continuing down the bracket, UMBC, the America East champion, making its 2nd NCAA appearance. They will face a name familiar in this situation, Pepperdine. Pepperdine making its 24th NCAA championship. Only 3 losses this year to BYU, Baylor, and San Diego. The winner of that will go on to face the 12th seeded Baylor Bears.
All right, how about we get into the bottom left of the bracket? It's so weird because we don't have regions this year, but this is the bottom left. We got Rice. This Rice team handed the 4-seed Texas their only loss of this season. They finished 16-5 and will be making their 3rd straight tourney appearance. They'll be taking on the MEAC champs, North Carolina A&T. The winner of that matchup takes on 13 seed Penn State. Then Sanford won the Southern Conference Championship for the 3rd straight season. They'll take on Horizon champion Wright State as they make their 2nd ever NCAA appearance. Winner gets to go up against the Texas Longhorns.
As we make our way over to the right side of the bracket, Georgia Tech getting into the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2009, their 10th overall appearance. They will play the ASUN champion Lipscomb, who comes in on an 11-match win streak, the winner to face number 3 Minnesota. Moving on down, LIU, the NEC champion after Sacred Heart could not compete in the tournament. It is LIU's 12th NCAA championship to face Pitt. Watch out for Pitt. The Panthers on a 12-match win streak. Remember, they were the number 6 seed last year. They are making their 5th straight NCAA appearance. The winner will face number 14, Utah.
All right, let's get into the rest of that top right of the bracket. We got San Diego. They had a hot 11-0 start, but have gone 1-4 and the rest of the season, they'll get a chance to get back to their winning ways as they take on Texas A&M Corpus Christi, who are on a 7-game win streak. Their last one, the Southland Conference Championship. Whoever gets that one will take on Louisville in the next round. Then we got Towson, the Colonial champion. They've only played 6 matches this season, but they've taken 18 of their 19 sets. They will face off against 13-1 Dayton, who just won the Atlantic 10 Conference.
UCF making their 11th NCAA tournament, their 3rd straight. UCF will face High Point. High Point, the Big South champion, making its 5th straight NCAA appearance. And the winner will face Dave Shondel's number 7 Purdue Boilermakers. Moving on down, Army in the NCAA tournament this year. Army's only played 8 matches, and that's against just 2 opponents. But they are in the tournament to face the ACC's Notre Dame Fighting Irish, the 21st NCAA appearance for Notre Dame, and the 3rd in the last 4 years. The winner will face Oregon.
We got the last and final part of the bracket, the bottom right. Conference USA champs Western Kentucky, who hasn't dropped a game all season. They're 53-2 in the last 2 seasons, hitting a 3.35 clip. Good for 2nd in the country. They take on Jackson State, the winners of the SWAC. They are also undefeated and hold their opponents to a .082 clip. That'll be an interesting matchup. And finally, Illinois State makes their 16th NCAA appearance. After winning the Missouri Valley Conference, they'll take on Mountain West champ UNLV.